Hi, welcome back. This is Drew again signing in, Drew's Crypto Channel. It's April 2nd, 2026. I hope everybody's having a great day, enjoying the crypto atmosphere. Bitcoin is around 66,900, almost 67,000. Ethereum's at $2,069, something like that, and Solana's around $79. So, to tell you the truth, I'm a huge fan of Solana. I think that if you're a new investor, you should definitely get into Solana. Bitcoin's always the Bitcoin is the greatest. But if you like to actually, learn how to use a blockchain, Solana has a lot of decentralized applications, and we'll go through all that as well. Wallets, things like that. But Solana gives you the chance to exchange your Solana for meme coins, to do a lot of fun things at a very inexpensive rate as well. So Solana is a great choice for new crypto users. It's very simple, so it'll teach you how to actually have fun and use crypto, buy meme coins. I just checked on Ethereum. Ethereum's a different blockchain, but it also does the meme coins a lot. And then Bitcoin has the ordinals, which in the future I'm pretty sure all that will be very expensive. And because the use of Bitcoin, they're going to have to, with the Taproot, be able to use the blockchain for transactions for everything, and so the ordinals are part of that usage of Bitcoin. However, using Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's much more expensive. So I think the best way for new people or people in general is just to use Solana. It's a really nice blockchain, has a lot of meme coins, and is very fun. It's fun to transact in. So yeah, today I wanted to speak with you. I'm just starting my crypto channel, and I hope everybody out there is having a great time. I know my first video, it was my first one, so gotta expect it. A lot of mistakes. I don't write anything. Everything's gonna come directly from whatever I'm thinking. I don't like to have a script, or I just want to say what's on my mind about crypto. Make it light and breezy. I don't want it to be too in depth. If you have any questions, you can write some comments. I'll read through the comments. I have to figure everything out. Again, I'm just starting. But yeah, I'll be more than happy to read the comments. Stop shaking the table. And yeah, let's just have a good time. Keep it light and breezy. I don't want to go too in depth. I said that, yeah, 2024. On the first video, I made a mistake. I said 2004, 5, 6, and 7, but 2024, 2025. We just came out of a bull market. So for people who are new here in crypto, you're going to see that there's going to be bull markets, and I'm sure that's going to bring a lot of people in, where you're seeing Bitcoin go from $15,000 in 2022 up to $125,000 in 2025. So yeah, you're gonna get excited. You're gonna think that Bitcoin and all these cryptos just never stop going up, because there's points in the crypto environment where the cryptos, all of it's pumping, so it all looks great. And that's something that you have to get used to as a new trader. You're going to get very excited. It's called FOMO, fear of missing out. You're going to want to get every coin. You're going to see everything pumping. Your friends, everybody's going to be talking about it, and they're going to be telling you how fabulous it is. What a great, you know, everybody's going to be promoting it. YouTube videos, YouTube channels are going to pop up out of nowhere. They're going to tell you it's the greatest thing ever. And then watch. Just like now with 2026 coming in, still pretty good, but now it's starting the bear market. So over the next 2026, it's not uncommon for crypto to go down, they have to go back down and let the market adjust. It has a point where, the investors, once it gets where they bought in at 15,000, they start selling. There's just traders. They're not going to hold the money. They're not going to hold the crypto. They're there to make a profit. And so 15,000, when it gets to 125,000, of course they're going to sell it all. And there's certain companies you're going to see now with the spot Bitcoin. They're going to be buying a lot of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's a very coveted cryptocurrency. But yeah, so you're going to see Bitcoin go through these cycles. It's never going to just be a straight up. eventually, yes, it's going to stabilize. The market's going to stabilize, but we still have another, great two great bull markets that will be coming up. So the whole idea of this channel is to prepare you for what's coming up. Right now, yes, we're gonna go back. You're gonna see Bitcoin touch, roughly. I mean, it could go anywhere to 25,000. I mean, over the next couple years, and with all the things that are going on in the world, that always helps as well to bring the prices down. It makes everything a little less, but makes everything a little less more shaky, and people lose a lot of confidence. And when the prices are going down, everybody wants to sell. That's not really what you want to do. You never want to invest more than you can lose. So the whole idea is, even if it's just a couple dollars at a time, or dollar cost averaging, whatever you have available that's extra that you don't have to touch, $10, $20. And again, I know how, I don't want to be liable for anybody losing money. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell you how to trade. I'm just letting you know that, whatever extra, it's good to have investments. And crypto is a great investment for the future, because if you read the Bitcoin, the book written on Bitcoin, it states, that one day the Federal Reserves will hold Bitcoin. So I mean, cryptocurrency in general is going to be in the future. So right now in these markets, when it's actually going down, is the time to learn. It doesn't hurt anything to learn. You don't have to invest. You can simply just watch and see how it works, while everybody else is invested. They're losing their money, or they're selling their crypto, or they're buying crypto for the next cycle of the market. You get to just watch and learn. What I would just, yeah, watch the market. You'll see that 2026 is going to be shaky. It's going to be rough. 2027 is going to be even worse, to tell you the truth. It's going to make everybody very, very depressed. It's going to make everybody, you know, that isn't familiar with crypto want to leave the market. YouTube videos are going to be non existent, where people are going to be telling you about crypto and how great it is, or that it's going to be the future. People are going to say Bitcoin's dead, that Ethereum's dead, that Solana's dead, the blockchains, that it isn't the future. Maybe it is gold, maybe it is silver, which there's nothing wrong with that as well. But everything's going to be traded on a blockchain in the future. So you just have to be aware of that. Solana is one of those blockchains. Ethereum is one of those blockchains. Bitcoin's one of those blockchains. So those are the blockchains. Tron's one of those blockchains. There's a lot of different blockchains. My advice: go to CoinGecko.com and look at the charts. Just look them over daily or weekly, or whenever you're interested. If you're interested in crypto, find out how to get yourself a crypto wallet, whether it's decentralized or centralized. If you want to go with the centralized exchange like Coinbase or Binance or Kraken, or you want to do some decentralized trading, you'll figure that out as well. There's wallets that you can download on your computer that are decentralized. So you have a lot of options. The thing is that you always want to be prepared for the future. The future comes fast, and the people who aren't prepared are always going to be left out in the cold. And this channel, we don't want people left out in the cold. Even if people think that it's not going anywhere, or the markets look horrible, or the prices are crashing, it does not matter what you're seeing. Prices do not reflect what's actually happening behind the scenes, and that is pure. Every country, every government, every bank, every institution is going in the way of cryptocurrency. So its adoption. So just be prepared, and that's what this channel is here to do. Is I hope to prepare everybody, get you to actually just look into it. There's great websites, www.coingecko.com, that will get you to see the charts, get to see how the daily charts work, how crypto fluctuates up and down. Everybody says it's a volatile asset. What does that mean? It just means that From one day it can be 125,000, the next day it could be 60,000. Nobody knows. There are certain people who have more control of the asset, but they're still not completely in control as well. There's still factors. And with certain cryptos, there's always still the possibility of a black swan where anything can happen and it can crash directly to zero and you can lose all your money. I mean, there's usually some reason why crypto, goes into a bear market, but it's going to do that anyway throughout cycles. But crypto is a thing that you should definitely learn. It's the time that you definitely want to get familiar with, transferring digital currencies, buying different digital currencies, and it's very easy. The good thing is they have wallets, they have exchanges that you can do it all in one place. So it gives you a lot of practice. It's not a lot of money, it's a little bit of an exchange fee, but it's worth it. It's worth it to learn. And again, just use the money that you have extra. Don't use any kind of, don't gamble. That's one thing I'd recommend. Gambling is not good. Gambling is something that, people are like, hey, I'm just going to spend my full bank account, put it in crypto. It's exciting. And then, they see the prices going up, but they don't realize it's the end of the bear market, and then the next day the prices fall. And the smaller the coin is great. Like if you're purchasing, Bitcoin or Ethereum or a coin that's worth a lot of money, 2,000, 3,000, $60,000. So if you're putting like $1,000 in, it's not that bad if it drops. But if you're purchasing like a meme coin somewhere where it's like pennies or less than hundreds of a cent or thousandths of a cent, then when that drops 60%, you can lose hundreds and hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars in days. And it really hurts. So I've been there, I've done all that, I've made money, I've lost money, and the whole thing is I'm not when you start out, you don't have anybody really to guide you. So that's why I would just like to be the guide for people who are starting out. Um, Tell you how to do it slow, dollar cost average, where you're just putting in maybe when you get paid every week, $5. $10 because usually it takes about $10 to be able to put it into the exchange. So 11, $12 a week or maybe even a month or maybe even every 2 months or 3 months. Nothing big. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it because you don't have to worry. The crypto is going to go up anyway. When it goes into the bull cycle, you're going to make money. Right now, it's basically just keeping a steady flow, a steady amount of money going in and purchasing coins that you're comfortable with, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Tron, any of these great coins. Sui. There's a lot of different coins that are very good. They're great blockchains, and there's different blockchains that a lot of different companies use. You're you find the one that you like, and then you try it out. And I would recommend trying out a couple of different blockchains, see what they have to offer. Stellar, these are all kind of blockchains where they're also going to be very prominent in the future. They're trusted. They've been used for years since cryptocurrency. Bitcoin came out first, and then Ethereum, and then after that, the other chains were here. Tron, all these other chains were here, and now like you're seeing these multiple chains, but they're faster, they're more secure. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are going on, and people are changing the way that the cryptocurrency works, and not necessarily how it works, but just how to make it more user friendly. Like Bitcoin's kind of not very user friendly. Ethereum's a little harder. It's more for programmers. Solana is one of those very user friendly. So I'll be talking a lot about Solana. I personally really do like Solana. So yeah, I would love to see you guys get into Solana as well. Of course, it's always good to have a nice stash of Bitcoin as well. Just like a couple, however you see fit. Ethereum's always good to have, just to hold. I mean, they're not really trade. They're not ones I'd want to trade. Solana's going to give you that option. Sweet, Tron, those are going to be ones that you can trade and not spend a lot of money. Stellar is going to be able to give you the opportunity to trade and not spend a lot of money. So that's what you should learn first: how to basically move how to move the currencies around, how to transfer them, as well as how to exchange them and change them back, and see the fees. Get comfortable, and we'll go from there. So this is my second video, signing off today. I just wanted to talk to everybody. I hope everybody's having a great April 2nd, and we're getting ready for the Easter weekend. So everybody have a fantastic Easter weekend as well. I'm going to keep on just trying to make as many videos as I can. They are my first videos, so there's probably going to be a lot of mistakes. Again, I'm not reading anything from a script. I'm saying everything directly off the top of my head, so it's light and breezy. I don't want to bring any kind of scripted information or anything that confuses anybody. I just want to have a conversation. At the end of the day, it's up to everybody to figure it out. There's other great YouTube channels in crypto, but as I said, as 2026 continues, the prices will most likely, and I'm not a financial advisor, continue to fall into 2027. Riding 2027 out into 2028, you'll see the gradual increase of the crypto market into 2028 and 2029, running into a bull market. So we do have a lot of time. That's why I'm starting the channel now, because as you'll see throughout the 2026, 2027, 2028 beginning, you're going to see a lot of people are going to leave this space. They're not going to explain anything. They were here because because they wanted to be YouTubers. They wanted to make money off of YouTube, and they weren't trying to really teach you anything. They just wanted to hype a coin that maybe they or their friends told them about. They wanted to pump it, dump it, and get out, make some money. But if you're a lifer, somebody who's going to be in this space for the rest of your life, then this is a good channel to start with. Get you accommodated. We'll just have some good conversations. You can always write some comments, and I'd love to address anything anyone has to say. And thank you very much. Take care. Have a nice April 2nd. Signing off.